Here we go.
What is going on, everybody? Landon here, and welcome to Nintendo Land. Today we're going to talk about something very special, and that's going to be Super Smash Bros. For the Nintendo Switch. In the next coming weeks, we're going to get full blown out information regarding this game. I literally cannot wait. I've been thinking about it over and over and over again, and I thought before we get to E3, let's cover some E3 topics. Let's start talking about some things. And in this video, we're going to actually talk about Smash. So I kind of made a list of things that I want to talk about within this game, and I'm not going to go in full depth about everything. We'll talk more about it in a post-E3 discussion, or a pre-E3 discussion. And but first, let's start off with what I'm going to be talking about. So I want to add different things into Smash this time, and I want to see some new things integrated, and I'm sure you guys have ideas of your own, so you guys can comment those below, and let me know what you guys think. But first, you know, my categories are basically, they're simple categories. I'm going to go through them first, and we're going to talk about them individually. We have fighters. I'll talk about what each one means. Personal tourneys, more online options, improved Smash Run, open hub world, boss blitz, cool character trailers, and story. Those are the things that we're going to cover within this discussion right here. I'm going to kind of just briefly talk about what I mean by each one and kind of talk about, you know, what that would do to the game. So different stock fighters. This is kind of what I mean. Why can't you be able to have you and your buddy pick 5 different characters and then go into battle with them? Similar to how Brawl had a kind of system like that with the story mode with Subspace, you can have 5 different character slots, so every time you would die, your next character would jump into battle. It'd be kind of cool and change things up, and it would really show how good you are with the different characters you pick. Maybe I pick my 5 mains, and my friend picks his 5 mains, and we try to see, you know, the battle to the death, the battle to the finish, who are the best, you know, who are the best 5. And I think it'll work out perfect. I don't see there any real big flaws. It's kind of already in the game with the story mode and stuff from Brawl. You know, they've done it before, kind of, so I don't understand why they can't do it now. I think it would be real cool and change things up a little bit. And while we're on the topic of character slots, let's talk about character skins. I think they could really go all out in this game. Instead of making clones all the time like Mario, Dr. Mario, Marth, Lucina, they could just make those clone characters skins. There's no reason for a Dark Pit when you could just make Pit look like Dark Pit as an alternate skin. It can actually even be another character, kind of like Alf and Olimar did, but just a part of the skin set. I mean, they literally play the same, so I don't think there needs a big adjustment there. And I think skins could look really cool, for instance, giving Link a whole bunch of different Link-inspired costumes over the course of his games. Next up is personal tourneys. So, pretty much in Brawl days, we had this thing called tourney mode. And similar to how Nintendo tried to put an tourney mode into Smash Bros. Wii U on the online service, it's not the same. You know, the online was kind of, you know, a whole bunch of people playing online, which was fine, playing an attorney. But, you know, that was fine and everything, but nothing was quite as fun as making your own tournament with your own cast of characters and just having a blast with it. I mean, it was just so unique to pick, like, a whole bunch of characters. It was like a 48-person tourney, and you could have computers play against each other. You could have a whole bunch of people play as different characters and kind of just see, you know, who comes out as victorious at the end. You know, it's really fun and really quirky, and it's something small that I really enjoyed about Brawl. So Smash's current online is really basic. You know, it has the fundamentals that you need to have, but it's missing some key components. Starting off, we have with friends, and it basically just has 1 player or 2 players where basically you can go online and play against people. Simple as that. You can play against your friends, you can open your friend list and see who's online, see who to play with. It's really convenient, you know, nothing too bad. But one thing I kept finding out is lots of the time it says I don't have a stable connection with some of these people, and on any other console I do. And it's kind of weird why the internet, that's just the straight internet Nintendo services, and apparently that's supposed to get better in September. So that's really nothing. But we have with anyone. And with anyone, it's pretty much you playing against anybody else in the world. You have for fun and for glory. And for fun, it's just with items. You know, you can play by yourself, or you can play with a team. And you have items, you know, crazy stage hazards and all that stuff. But for glory is one of the best things that ever happened to this series. It is straight Smash, you know, with stocks and all that great stuff. No items, Omega stages. And it really tests your skill. You can play Smash with 4 players, you can play Team Smash, or you can play 1-on-1, which I've spent most of my time on the 1v1. But the thing with this is that for the Smash mode, it's really hard to get good battles in because the internet connection is always terrible. It always relies on the weakest link and carries the internet from there. So if one person out of the 4 people have bad internet, you all have bad internet. And I think that's a horrible way. But you have records here, which also gives you a really cool, unique way to see, you know, all the victories and stuff that you played, and it's really neat in that way. But going outside of that, we really don't have much else. I mean, you have a conquest mode, which pretty much just Nintendo puts up these different conquests of different battles, you know, pitting up 2 characters or 3 characters against each other, and you pretty much just play online as the character that you want to win the contest. It's simple as that, you know, the little thing, fun thing for Nintendo. And then you have spectate mode. Spectate mode is just what you think it is. You can go in and watch games from people actually playing live and kind of put wagers down on who's going to win. I love spectate mode. It's a lot of fun. Me and my friends like to do it a lot of time. You would like just sit there and just start wagering money on who's going to win based on what characters they picked and stuff. And it's a lot of fun, and that probably should stay. But as far as online goes, it needs more. It needs more options, more customizable options, more ways to play games. I shouldn't only have to play 1v1 for seriousness, or I should be able to play for fun with 1v1s. You know, I should be able, that way I could practice some moves, some skill sets and stuff. But there needs to be more. There needs to be more options. There needs to be better friend connections. There needs to be voice chat with the lobby and in-game play. There's just a lot of stuff that they can do with the internet to make it a lot better. There's just very minimal options right now. You go online, literally I've only went online for 1v1s and that was it. So I just think better introduction to the online, more, you know, opportunities to play with 4 players that have that stable connection, and then I think they really have something going here. So there are 2 main modes on Smash Bros. Wii U and from the 3DS. You had Smash Run and Smash Tour. Ooh, Smash Run. Ooh, I got a 4. We're gonna go to right here. Ooh, boot. Give me a high. Ooh, warp me on the other side of the map here. Oh, over 19 times. The better of those 2, obviously being Smash Run, was placed on a 3DS. Unfortunately, it wasn't the Wii U. It would have been really good there because the game mode overall was pretty solid. I mean, it did what it had to do to be a game mode. Maybe not a main game mode, but I really kind of want it to return. This is not going to replace story mode before you guys start going crazy, because trust me, I do not want this to replace story mode. We'll talk about that a lot at the end. But this should be a mode that is in the game as like a fun little thing you can play with your friends or by yourself or whatever, or even with people online. So pretty much the point of this game is to go around on this gigantic map and fight enemies, collect power-ups, and get a whole bunch of stuff to prepare yourself for a battle at the end. At the end, you will be tested by either doing like a run challenge, a go up higher challenge, a straight fight challenge, but just different stuff, and pretty much you'll use the attributes that you have found in the Smash Run mode itself to help you with the battles. Now, the whole premise with that, many people didn't like the end battles and stuff, and it wasn't that much fun, but the actual gameplay of going through this giant stage and fighting enemies, just, I think the problem with it is just it reminded them of Subspace Emissary from Brawl. It just reminded them of story mode, fighting these enemies, going along, finding chests, opening treasure chests, getting abilities and stuff. It just really harkened back to those story mode days. And you know, obviously there's only one way to fix that, but we'll get to that at the end. But Smash Run is fun. You know, I can see a lot of people playing, you know, their own different screen on the Switch. I can see it being a lot of fun. You know, tweak up the ending a little bit, you know, do something different with the final thing, or just let this be the game mode itself. You know, maybe who could collect the most stuff, or maybe if you run into each other on the map, you can just fight there and destroy each other, and the last one standing wins, kind of like a battle royale system. It would work out really good. I think Smash Run has huge potential. I think it'd be just a complete waste to throw these enemies away unless they end up putting these enemies in a story mode. But I just think they did a really good job, and you know, seeing all these enemies in this maze and stuff in a HD environment would be incredible. So I think Smash Run is fun. Keep it, but do not replace it with as a story mode for the main game. So Smash Wii U's menus. Oh goodness gracious, they are the messiest things in the world. I mean, seriously. To smash, you click on a smash, and then you gotta click on a smash again if you want to smash. So you gotta double smash to smash. Then you come back out, and you're just like, okay, we're done with that. And you just got so much stuff. Look, 8-player smash, special smash, which it's fine. Okay, we got that. And then that's there. We just smash board, Coors Light. We're getting that out of the way. Not even worry about that, because that should say something else. But anyways, games and more. Just to... Okay, so listen to this. So you just want to go train in Smash. Instead of going in Smash to train for Smash, you gotta go into games and more, because training is games and more, apparently. There's a vault, there's solo, there's group, there's custom, there's stage builder, there's options, there's amiibo, all that stuff. But if you still want to go to training, you gotta go to solo tab. And then you gotta go all the way down to this little tab in the corner that says training. Literally, this little tab. Stadium has a bigger tab than training. Why? And then you finally get there. I mean, just look at all this stuff. It's cluttered. Easy fix. Get rid of the 2D menus completely. Do something super new, super inventive, and super clever. For instance, an open world 3D hub world. Simple as that. Have you able to walk around similar to how Dragon Ball Z kind of does it with their new game. You can do it as well. You can walk around, maybe pick a character of your own, or maybe pick your favorite character, and you can walk around the whole open world thing with them, and maybe there's like different settings and stuff placed around, kind of like Nintendo Land, to represent each series. And you can just go to like each different booth and stuff to get started on each battles and stuff. It could be something really unique. Now, before Smash Wii U came out, we were told by Sakurai that it was going to have bosses. It was going to have unique bosses that tied into the gameplay, but he also told us that there wasn't going to be a story mode, which angers me, but we'll talk about later. But the bosses that he gave us weren't that many at all. I mean, let's literally talk about how many there are. You have Ridley in the Pyrosphere type Metroid stage, which is okay. I mean, yeah, that's cool and all. And then you have the Yellow Devil, which literally is the easiest thing in the world to take down and lasts no longer than a couple of seconds. And then that's really about it. I mean, you have the giant metal face guy from Xenoblade that comes in, and he doesn't even come in all the time. He's just like a random maybe. So, really, it's not that many bosses. I mean, and it's really underwhelming because Brawl, once again, had a lot of bosses. I mean, of course, because it had subspace, but it had lots of bosses, and it even tied all those bosses to its own game mode called the Boss Blitz game mode. And it was amazing. You fought through all these bosses in a really cool way, kind of like the classic game mode, but against bosses. And that's simple as that. It needs a return. They need more bosses from all of these great franchises, and I think it would be really cool to see them all together. You know, bosses over the Mega Man universe, the Pac-Man universe, you know, Cloud with Final Fantasy and stuff, Bayonetta even. It could be really cool, and hopefully they're tied into a story mode, which again I'll get to later, but yeah, bosses need to come back. This one is pretty much short and sweet, just more cool character trailers. You know, make the trailers look really cool and everything, but don't tie those trailers just to trailers. You know, put them in a story mode as well. But, you know, I just like cool character trailers, just like you did with the Inklings already. That was great. Keep up that, and I would be super excited to see more character reveals. And the very, very last thing that I need from you, Nintendo. Please bring back Smash Tour. No, I'm just playing. You already know what I want. Thanks for tuning into the video, guys, and don't worry, we'll cover that main topic in another video because I have a lot to say. But thanks for tuning in, and if you liked the video, don't forget to slap a like and subscribe if you're new. New content coming up soon, and especially with E3 coming around the corner, content as quick as I can. See you guys.